Hi guys, this is me, Dems Castillo. So in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to Zack the film. Yeah, this is one of his most viewed shorts. Yes, Zack the Films is one of the most fastest grown YouTubers. I've been also beating Mr. Beast.
Into
The boy drove into a what? Into a vomit pool? Oh wait, I forgot that I have caption on. Turn that off. Anyway, the boy just dive into a vomit.
flooded ditch for fun.
Oh, that's a ditch.
As he jumped
So it's a storm drain.
in, the water suddenly sucked him into the drain, dragging him in 30 feet. When rescuers searched, there was no sign of him, until one of them spotted fingers poking out through a manhole. You see, as the boy was pulled through the drain, he had somehow grabbed hold of a ladder, and a tiny air pocket under the lid allowed him to breathe. He stuck his fingers out of the manhole cover, and when they pried it open, he made it out.
That's why you never dive into a storm drain, because you get sucked and you're dead.
Soaking wet, but alive.
Thank goodness.
He broke into the car and began to drive away.
Oh no, is this one of like
But the car
Is this a stranger danger?
lurched to a sudden stop, and the doors locked on their own, trapping him inside, while hidden cameras recorded him as he started to panic. You see, police had previously placed valuable items in the back and left the keys inside, all to tempt someone to steal it. As they drove away, officers pressed a button that disabled the car, leaving the thief locked inside until officers pulled up to arrest him. And the footage from the hidden cameras became evidence in court, leading to dozens of convictions. Now, these traps did help cut down car thefts in some areas, but some believe that it isn't fair, saying police are tricking people into stealing.
Well, the stranger got cooked. Yeah. What the? Is this Tagalog? No.
A stray bullet was
A straight.
shot towards his house and tore through his wall as it headed straight for his chest.
Bro was gaming?
But it slammed into his brand new copy of the Elder Scrolls anthology. The thick case cracked and the discs shattered, but its energy was absorbed layer by layer. And by the time it reached halfway through, the bullet was stopped and buried deep inside, saving his life.
Bro, this is why God is real, bro. This is why God is real.
If you fart inside a space
Really? Really? You're just gonna show me the fart? Man, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna look.
suit, you might think it would have a special vent to let it out. But the base layer of the suit is airtight, meaning it traps everything inside, including smells. Now, it does have a system that pulls in bad air, like your fart, and traps them.
What about your poop? Can it suck it? Maybe not.
And special filters. But it doesn't make the smell go away, meaning for a few minutes, you're just stuck, floating in space, breathing in your own fart.
And you're dead.
He stepped into the trap, and it snapped shut on his leg. He tried to pry it off, but for the next few days, it remained stuck.
What about you just crawl,
Finally, the
buddy?
hunter who set the trap found him and let him go. But instead of helping, he just walked away. The man was too injured to move and was stranded with no phone. For 10 days, he tried to crawl back, eating bugs and drinking from a spring just to survive. 2 weeks later, a fisherman finally heard his cries, and even though he had lost 30 pounds and had a rotting foot, he did survive.
But he's kind of skinny because he didn't eat for a year.
Catch the wasp and place it in the freezer. Once it stops moving, tie a tiny string around its body and slowly warm it to wake it up. Then it will fly around like a tiny pet on a leash. Now repeat this
Good job, buddy. You got a pet.
process 100 more times to create a flying wasp army. They'll protect you by stinging anything that comes your way, but they could also just as easily turn on you.
Yeah, you're dead.
Catch! The arms would be thrust at a rich man, and they would open up just enough
Oh, I thought they were gonna stab him.
to slide around his waist before snapping shut. The long metal spikes would trap him inside, allowing criminals to pull him to the ground. But this wouldn't kill him. Instead, he would be captured alive and kept as a hostage. Next, they would demand a ransom from his family, only releasing him once the money was paid. The arms would be
So the rich man survived. Is that true? I guess that's true.
poke a small hole.
Wait, what?
Poke a small
Poke a small. Wait. Poke a small hole. Okay.
hole
I
into
thought it was a. I thought it was poke a small egg.
the top of an egg and pour it out. Then
Oh, does that kind of look like pee? For a sec.
rinse
That
the
doesn't look like pee. That looks like an egg glow from inside of an
shell
egg.
out. Once dried, fill the hollowed egg with a mix
How a blinding egg weapon works.
of ground pepper and flour. Take
Is this like a bomb or something?
2 strips of tape and cross
Guys, is this a bomb or something?
them over the hole, keeping the powder trapped inside.
Wait, I know, it's a bomb.
Now, since the shell is so fragile,
It's a grenade. Oh my god, I'm so true.
it'll shatter instantly when thrown against an intruder, causing a cloud of powder to sting the intruder's eye. He mixed liquid nitrogen into the cocktail.
What was that? What does that say?
Mixed liquid
Liquid nitrogen?
nitrogen into the cocktail.
Liquid nitrogen. Oh,
And when she drank it,
that looks like blood for real. That looks like someone's blood.
it smoked in her mouth. But the nitrogen was still active as it went down, quickly turning into gas. There was so much gas that her stomach actually exploded. She felt excruciating pain and was rushed to the hospital. But her injuries were so severe that they had to remove her stomach completely. And now her esophagus is connected directly to her.
Well, at least she survived. Yeah, at least she survived. Yeah. It's lucky if she survived.
Her intestines. If you dropped a massive sponge in front of a tsunami,
Well, it could just barely fall down. The sponge, the giant sponge. It would just wipe out the whole entire building.
could it soak up the wave?
No, because I'm so smart. If you place a giant sponge while a giant ass tsunami comes, it will obviously fall.
Well, a tsunami carries billions of gallons of water, enough to fill all of Chicago. And to absorb it, you would need a sponge as tall as the Empire State Building. But a tsunami moves at 500 miles per hour, meaning the sponge would be flattened instantly.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, did my calculation was true or not?
You would need to build a steel frame to hold it in place, and anchor it deep into the ground to actually stop
That's how you save a building.
the massive weight. He shoved the gold chunks
Why would you show me this? Why would you show me this? He shoved a gold in his butt? Really? If the boss see that, then you will get fired. You will get sent to the judge.
up his butt when his boss wasn't looking. Then he walked out
Did he just shove it in his butt?
of the Mint building.
Oh, there you go. He is now touching his butt. s- waiting for the fart or the poop to smell it. Oh my god.
He would take them to a gold dealer and sell them. Over 4 months, he stole 22 chunks of gold worth over $100,000. But when he went to cash the checks, the bank teller realized where he worked. Police found Vaseline in the man's locker and more gold in his safety deposit box.
So he was arrested and put to the judge.
And after seeing the evidence, the judge found him guilty. He shoved.
Correct. I was correct.
They drilled through his skull.
Okay, why would you drill to his skull, bro? That is painful.
And used a grasping tool to fish out the parasite.
Oh wait, there's a parasite. I should have known that, you stupid me.
You see, he had suddenly gotten splitting headaches, then started vomiting and collapsed. And when doctors scanned him, they found a tapeworm larva wiggling inside his brain. A cyst had formed around it, blocking
Fear and luck. Died because of a fear type word.
fluid from flowing, so they pulled it out through his skull. The man survived, but if it had just been a few minutes later, the worm would have killed him.
Yeah.
His opponent wrapped an arm around his throat and choked him. But this wasn't just any fight, they were competing at the Olympics. Right before he blacked out, he trapped the other man's foot in his right knee and twisted to the other side, ripping the ankle out of place. The opponent gave up, but the man was already dead.
Yeah.
You see, when he tried to escape, he turned his head too far and broke his neck. Regardless, they placed a crown of leaves on his head, declaring him the dead winner.
Yes, the dead winner. Champion.
If you launched yourself towards Earth,
If you launch yourself into Earth, you would probably just land back.
you would slingshot around the planet as gravity pulled you in, but the orbit would fling you back out, speeding you up without needing
Speeding you up 1,000 miles like a supersonic.
extra fuel. But what if you tried this with a black hole? Well,
It would obviously suck you in, bro. A black hole suck is like superpower.
you could ride the edge to go faster, but get too close, and the intense gravity would stretch your ship like spaghetti.
Is that like a spaghetti, more like a noodle?
And if it dragged you into the center, time and space would break down around you, trapping you for eternity. If you launched yourself toward
Expertly crafted.
he fired a pistol.
Okay, guys, I think this is enough. It's enough. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe to my video, Zack Film. Are you watching this? Better subscribe, okay? I like your content. Yeah, I'm gonna make a part 2 me reacting to your shorts. Yeah, I think enough is enough. File saved. Okay, man. Oh, I was recording. I cannot remove that. Okay, Zack Films, if you're watching this, subscribe. Yeah, I will do a part 2 of me reacting to Zack Films. Yes, enough is enough. Goodbye.